Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing today? So, the big crazy movement that we're looking at here is non farm payroll Friday. We got some pretty massive targets. I mean, right now, the only reasonable target this morning, I would think that we'd get that 50% of this candle pullback back down to the 700s. Then after that, we'll probably run this whole move. If we don't run this whole move, you got yesterday's highs all the way up at 936. So, yep. So the market's going to be pretty wonky this morning, and that's because because such a the big movement overnight. Usually the kind of movement we have overnight usually translates to a choppy New York session. I hope that's not the case, because what our highs is at 936 and our lows is all the way down at 450 almost. So I mean, 400 or 500 points in the ES and between the Asian and London session, that's a freaking lot. So usually New York sucks in the morning when it's like that. Okay. Oh. And see the ES. Let's see. ES is yesterday's highs up at 60.16. So did we get a 100-point move out the gate this morning? Then maybe reverse. Be nice to have that type of movement today. Oh goodness, I cannot wake up this morning. I'll be right back. Let me go grab some more coffee before we open, in case we are just chopping. me see. Wait a minute. It's just under key levels. Key levels flux chart is the name of the person who gives those. Then all these bar like big red stuff you see is just order blocks. And I like using order block indicator because it kind of helps me identify order blocks because I'm not very good at identifying those, or I don't like care to look for them. And this way you kind of know if you're hitting order blocks, you're going to usually run into some kind of resistance. I'm usually not a big fan of how the New York session looks whenever you got freaking 400 points worth of movement overnight. So I just hope it doesn't suck today because of that. I don't know. It could continue. Really, the only move I'm looking for now is I'd really like to see that 50% of that pullback this morning off of that data candle. Our key levels, they're pretty far off this morning. That yesterday high setup, man, that thing has paid some banger trades this week. John. Man, we got yesterday's highs all the way up at freaking 936. And it's like, do we just rip this morning? All right, the two destinations that we're looking for this morning. Yesterday's high up at 936, and the first target to the downside is going to be your 50% pullback on your Fibonacci, and this is your 50% move of that data wick this morning. Then after you lose this, you could possibly target the data wick down in the 600s. So those are the two destinations we're looking for this morning. If we're able to find some entries. For runners. Or either that or just have a push up this morning, then come back down. I know this is the classic 810 pull back to 80s, 90s. Then I wonder if we rip above 810 here. Hmm. See if we can stay above that. This is a no setup here. Uh, 800 was trying to stay above that pivot here. Like, I wouldn't say this is a setup. This is just a, I think, trade. Okay. Could not hold that freaking pivot. Man. Oh, I feel like I got trapped on that one. Man, see, the ES looks like it wants to take those highs up there at what, 16? I think I have those 16 marked out. There's that high from, wait, yeah, today's high for the ES. A lot of fake outs right now. All right, we're gonna put ourselves in a hole before 9:45 this morning. Yeah. Gonna get stopped out. It just could not get below those freaking 50 EMAs. Damn. That's gonna put us in a hole. Ah. All right, let's see if we can get some kind of pullback. Then we can target that 900 up there. The ES just broke its high. Oh, shoot, it's almost to that one level. We just hit that previous day high on the freaking ES. So, but at least they would have scalped back almost back into the green. Not quite. Yeah, that's gonna suck if that goes. That's gonna stop me out then probably freaking go. What it is, we're stuck at that previous day high or yesterday's high on the ES at 16. What's up, trader? I want to see 16 hold up on the ES here. If I'd like to see us push back, find support at 16, then I think the ES can push. Then we can maybe make a run for these yesterday highs on the NQ up at 940. Oh, it's Friday and we're already kind of over trading a little bit. Not waiting for setups, just trying to catch the breakouts. The ES just found support at that 16. I don't know if that's going to be the level to watch there. Yeah, I was only looking for long setups because I wanted to see if I could take a run up to that yesterday highs up at the 946 or 36. Yeah, I didn't know if we would get back below that 616 here. Mm. Alrighty, buddy. Oh, yeah. Give you a work call, didn't move. Oh, come on. That ES held up that 416. God, come on. Let's get a pullback. Man, I really wanted to get that long up to the 900s. That sucks. Yeah, I guess I could take it down to a couple micros and see if we can jump in. All we can do is sit here and watch it now, guys. I mean, it's just going to, if you jump in, it's going to pull back on you. If you don't, I don't know. It's like so freaking annoying. I wish I'd have took it again once I saw the ES find support here, but I don't know. I guess after taking those couple losers, I took kind of a little bit on the gun shy side. Like, we have 100 points to the upside that we could go to. There's our 15-minute range here. This is another 15-minute breakout. I'm going to probably have my line in the sand here if we can't stay above the 15 minutes. I don't know if I want to go. I almost want to go to break even because I hate that we're just hesitating. Yeah, shit. I should have went to break even. I wasn't sure if we're going to stay above this 15-minute breakout here. Because this is the second punch. Well, at least we printed. Nope. All right, we're going to go to break even this time because this trade's just taking way too long. Oh, that's going. Oh my goodness. I'm having a rough starting out today, guys. If the ES can hold 16, that's the level ES needs to hold here at the 16. Didn't know if we'd get back through the 15 minutes. We're sitting at our 15-minute candle here at 8:51. I feel like if the ES can lose at 816, we should get a really good pullback here. But we just have to get through those 816s on the ES. All right, we're about to get a new candle here on the ES on the 3 minutes here. There's a 20. Mm. I'd like to see if we get a bounce here at this 50 level, then maybe a pushback through. I like that we're back below the 16 level on the ES, because we do have that 50% mark all the way down into 710s. We got back above that one level. Let me see if we print above that 16 here. We got 4 seconds left. Hopefully this wasn't a fake out here. Might have got caught on that fake out again. Damn it. Oh, yeah. Damn, this will be the third time we've been caught on the fucking fake breakout. Son of a bitch, man. Man. Well, I thought once we got it back above this 16, we would at least make a little 15-minute breakout. I got back to almost break even, and now we're back down to $300 in a red. I had that feeling today was going to be tough because of all the big movement that we had overnight. See, I just don't know if it's going to be a fake out. I've been getting faked out so much right now. Plus, our EMAs are kind of smashed together. What sucks is our next trade, winner or loser, is just going to be pretty much just getting us back to break even. If it is a winner. How's your day going so far, Aaron? For longs, we kind of need to be back above that 016 or 6016. We're still above that 16 level, but it's just chopping above it at the moment. All right, so we lost that 16. It should sell down now. All right. Since we never could get back above that 16, I wonder if we could completely just sell off the rest of the day. Because we got all that stuff to the bottom there. We actually talked about this a little bit before the market opened, where we had such huge movements. Huge movements overnight that it could just be crappy price action this morning. I'm in the red, so it's so hard to take any more trades at the moment. I feel like it's be one of those deals where we come back and probably trade after the lunch hour or something. I just don't keep digging myself in the hole. Oh my gosh. Man, it looks like we're building a nice little bull flag here. Just not a lot to do right now, guys. We just have to sit here and just be patient and wait. Right now, guys, we're just kind of watching. There's just not really a lot to do. We're just kind of chopping sideways. Dude, the range is just killing it today. I wonder if today's trade is going to be that after lunch today. You know, I use a lot of times. This This is pretty normal price action. Like I was saying, anytime we have like a 300-400 point move in the overnight session, the New York session morning sucks, and then we probably won't get good price action until after lunch. There's the yeah. I mean, there's nothing you can do there to catch that. I don't know if yeah. Yeah, all you can do is freaking watch. So you got that one level down here that we talked about, that 50% mark of the data wick today. Man. Man, guys, these entries are tough today. They're just man, it kind of looks like the ES is heading back towards those 6,000s. Yeah, I'm still here, guys. We're just kind of watching. There's just not a lot to do now. Just the price action's so tough, and so we're just kind of just kind of hanging out, twiddling our thumbs. It's still kind of like the fake out candles. What makes the entry so tough? It looks like we're gonna find a little momentum to the downside, and it just reverses on you every time. Hmm. This is gonna be my last trade here, guys. Damn it. That sucks. So it's gonna be red all the way around. I thought we were trying to take that inverted version trade there. Oh my goodness. It's been a rough day. Like I said, guys, we're still here. We're just kind of watching. There's just not a lot to do at the moment. I think it's one of those days we're just going to have to wait till after lunch hour. We're back to that 16 level here. I'm so glad non-farm payroll week is over, guys. Hopefully next week kind of get back to normal price action. I hate this week here. It's usually always pretty crappy for me. So if we played that inversion trade to the fullest, it would have been a win, but we were having that strict 10-point stop loss. My goodness. It's been a super slow morning. Like I said, I don't think we're going to have anything till after the lunch hour. This is pretty normal for big movement overnight session. Then the New York session's usually fairly tough. I mean, if you want to like have an indicator, don't trade as whenever the overnight session runs 400 points. The fake breakouts have been for real today, guys. So I tried this inversion trade a while ago. Like I said, I don't know if I should have been in it a little sooner, but like, to play it right, your stop loss needs to be down here. But that was pretty massive stop loss. But you would at least, it would have been a winning trade if I had held, but we did not hold. So guys, we're just pretty much just watching chopped. Like I said, not really a lot to do. I think your long was probably back here if you were looking for a long while ago with this inversion gap trade. And I might have got in it too late. I think I had it on the wrong wick. I think that's what caused my stop loss to be a little bit bigger than I thought it would have to be. So it looks like we probably should have been long around the 805s and not up here. I feel that the ES can get back above these 16s. Hopefully we get a nice little push back up to the highs, but kind of have to get through this 16 levels. Hopefully everyone's having a better trading day than what I've had. It's been just nonstop either break even or 10-point losers for me today. Or say multiple 10-point losers. It's almost like the ES has been trapped between 12 and 16 or 19 or something like that. Man. Oh, do we have a flood watch here? Oh. I don't like floods because I live in a flood zone. We don't need no flooding, guys. We just had a brand new AC unit installed yesterday, so we don't want no flooding. We don't want it to be underwater. Let's see. We had some thunderstorms this morning. Hope that's the end of the rain and maybe until tomorrow. Looks like it is. So, good deal. Hope it stays that way. Like I said, I don't believe we're going to get a move until after lunch hour. This is, if you watch the market enough, whenever it chops. So to me, I see this happen over and over quite a bit. So overnight session has a 300 or 400 point move. The New York session may offer you one move first thing in the morning. Then we just chop around until after lunch. And so you pretty much will have to just sit here all morning or come back and watch after lunch hour to see if we get something after the lunch hour. Unfortunately, I wasn't patient enough and we got chopped up pretty good on our eval this morning. I was trying to catch those breakouts to the previous day highs and that 50% pullback from that data wick or data move this morning from the non-farm payroll. Hopefully next week's price action will be back to normal. I guess we can look and see what kind of news that we're gonna have next week. But usually after non-farm payroll, the next following week, like I said, gets back to better. Like non-farm payroll always sucks to me. It seems like every time non-farm payroll happens, I always have like a freaking crappy week of trading. So it's gonna be a no news Monday. Oh, I was trying to make sure we didn't making sure we didn't pop that 16. So right now we're kind of pulling back and hitting that 12. Tuesday is going to be a no trade. So hopefully we just get some kind of normal price action. It looks like Wednesday comes up. We got CPI core numbers next week. Great Britain has their GDP numbers. Then initial job claims in the morning, PPI numbers also. Then we'll run into those 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock little bounces off the bond auction notes. So usually whenever it's bond auction notes, we just usually get those middle of the day. So I feel like next week you might get some okay direction. We're just kind of trapped in between this huge order block on the ES. We almost need to get below the 6,000s or back above the 6,016. May take another coffee break, guys. All right, I'm gonna go make some coffee. We'll be right back. Maybe getting some coffee will make the market move. Oh, the coffee didn't make it move, guys. The coffee break did not make it move. Thought maybe if we got a little bit of coffee break, the market would move for us since we're not sitting here watching it. I don't know how much longer I have in me to sit here and just watch this price section. But I don't really have much to do either. Oh, sorry about that. I actually turned down my mic and forgot to turn it back up. I was saying I got so chopped up this morning trying to take the breakout above the 16 that I'd like to see it print above the 16 here. We are above the 15-minute candle. We are running into the IBH, initial balance high. The NASDAQ has not ran yesterday highs, which is up here at 936. So that's kind of the area we're looking for this morning. Where did you get shorts from, Rooms? Right now, we're just kind of bouncing off that 15-minute candle here. So that's, well, at least a breakout, initial balance breakout of the 15 minutes this morning. All right, we just got a new 3-minute candle. Let's see if we stay above the 16 here on the ES. We still got them little today's highs sitting up here at what, 25? Room said he's short, but I'm not sure where he got short from. Nice short, Rooms. Oh, you're long now? If we can stay above the 15-minute opening range here. Wow, you're scalping. How many points are you scalping? Like, what's your, how many points are you scalping when you scalp? $20 ticks, so 5 points a trade. Now, is your risk the loss off? Or are you still just risking 20 point or 20 ticks on your stop loss? Or do you play with a stop loss? I don't know if I've ever asked you that before. I know some people, whenever they do like those short take profits, a lot of times they don't even got a stop loss. Okay, so 20 points. Okay. But I know you take a lot of trades because I know you've been in here and I've watched you over in Methodical Man's lobby, and I know you're usually scalping a bunch. So this is why I did not get long above that freaking 15 minutes. I got burned on this same trade earlier, trying to trade above that 15-minute opening range. I got burned on that one. Correct, yeah. Yeah, my RR gets kind of skewed sometimes whenever the price action's pretty wild. I try not to risk over 10 points, but sometimes you just can't help it on the ES. Wow, we're literally lost at 16 again. Sometimes I wonder if I would do better if I just went straight for like, those go heavier but look for like the 5 points. And just take it close to like support and resistant levels or trend line breakouts. We have not broke that 50 EMA today. Like that 50 EMAs have been holding all day. And usually I like this type of short here. So where we hit the 50, we pull back, we find support at the 9 and 20, and then you get short back below the 50 EMA. But I don't know about today. It's almost like you could have took every single 50A bounce today and probably got 5 or 10 points. A lot of times you'll see a breakout like whenever we're in a range and your one move does not get back to the bottom of range. Is this going to be the... Watch the 50 hold up on me again. Damn it, didn't break through the 50. Most of the time, like on certain traded days like this, like I said, if it pulls back, have a little 3-candle pullback, then a lot of times you'll get the breakout below 50 or at least 10 points. You may have to just shoot for a smaller profit today. I don't know if I want to have a 20-point stop loss. That'd be hard for me to do a 20. I don't really care to do 20-point stop loss. 5 almost sounds a lot better today. Just try to get 5 points with 1 mini or something. Look at that 50, dude. That 50 has just been an animal today. I almost want to go to break even sooner just because of how much struggle. It's like, come on. I don't know. If you can get below 25, I'll try to go to break even. Okay. Oh, no, don't do it. Damn it. Couldn't even get 10 points out of that. Like I said, Rooms may have to go your route where we're just looking for freaking 5 points, man. That was close. Whew. All right, is this going to be the sell-off finally? Dude, if the ES can break 6,000, we should be going pretty far. I'm going to take another contract at this pivot. I'm looking for a move all the way down to 730. So from this morning, this 713, 715 is your 50% pullback on that data candle from this morning. Dude, this thing's just effing ripping right now. Oh yeah, we broke that 6,000 too. Like I said, the ES had to break that 6,000. We leave that 6,000 behind, we should get good move to the downside here. We just broke the IBL low. Look at her go. We're about to hit that 50% mark of that data wick candle. And almost want to shoot for lower here. We would have got almost our 100-point move off of that. I wonder if we retrace that whole non-farm payroll move today. I think I'm going to shoot for 700 here. And that'll be about 40 less points. So Rooms, did you stay in or did you just take your 5 points and get out? Five and out. Nice. So right here on the pushback up, we need the IBL to hold. So we're at the initial balance here at 768. So if that doesn't hold, we're probably going to have a pretty decent deep pullback. We left about 40 points on the board because it got down to our target, which is about 730. So it's so close. All right. I may even try to jump back in with 2 micros or something here if it's just a pullback, and just keep it small and try to shoot for that 700 target. Right now the ES is retesting that 6,000s. If the 6,000s holds up here, we should just be like a little pullback. Kind of get back below that opening range here. So we still did not run that 50%, I don't think. I think that 50% was down at the 715s. We're back at the IBH here. Oh, my legs. Ah. Wow, we got back above that 6,000. Man, I thought once we lost that 6,000, it would just be straight downtown. Because you got all this stuff down here to the bottom side to sell off. So hopefully this is just a bear flag here. And we can find an entry off of this bear flag somewhere. Which we got an inversion trade here too set up too if you like taking these, because we made a previous broke of structure, 1 minute fair value gap, even though there's a second one, so you might have to look on the higher time frames to get that one big gap. Let's see. Nope, not even on the 3 minute there. Yeah, even the 3 minute gap. You want to have just one gap in the leg, not necessarily the 1 minute. You got multiple gaps. We missed that one gap play over here. If you were, I had such a short stop loss that I didn't really want to risk more than what was there. So ooh, is the 600 going to hold? We're trying to make sure the ES stays below the whole number here. To me, that's the kind of the, damn, we printed above it too. No, we didn't. Maybe that's just the ES's little bear flag here. All right, guys, like I said, now we're just down to 2 micros. I didn't look and see where the 15-minute range closed at this morning. Okay, it's right here. So this is be your 15-minute and 30-minute, and also IBH below that 68. That's why I was hoping that 68 would hold earlier, just because you had all those, the initial balance breakouts there, all kind of smacked on top of each other. And we have not ran that data wick down to the downside either. Room, what do you take most of your entries off of for the 5 points? Are you doing breakouts or are you looking for just for support and resistance? What's up, Outer? Use Tio's Ultimate Ninja in return for. Huh. I don't guess I've heard of that. Oh, you're using 1,000 tick chart. Okay. So that's pretty fast. 1,000 ticks, right? I haven't used a tick chart in a while. How's your morning been going, Outer? No, it's slow? Huh. My morning started off pretty crappy this morning, Outer. I got chopped up pretty good on my eval today. We had the decent little sell-off while ago that we were able to catch, but other than that, everything's been pretty crappy today. I got to start listening to my guts whenever I say that price action moved way too much overnight to be trading. I mean, I do kind of like it that for longs that we're back above the 6,000 here on the ES. But man, I feel like we have so much to the downside to run. We still have the non-farm payroll news wick at the bottom. We got the 50% of the move down there that we didn't run. I mean, to me, this just looks like a big old bear flag. $8.97. Yeah, that's almost all the way up to yesterday's highs. Ooh, do we lose that 16? I mean, that 6,000. So like I said, if we do enter a short, we're just going to be risking 40 bucks on the short. I like the fact that we're losing those 6,000s again. Oh no. I want to stay right above. I'm actually going to have to risk a little bit more. Let's see. No, the ES faked me out on that 6,000 loss. Yeah, I was still looking for that retracement of the data wick. It looks like we're going to get stopped out on our 2 micros here. So, because it looks like we're reclaiming that 6,000. If we don't reclaim the 6,000, we should get a nice push down. But we're just going to be trading with 2 micros, 3 micros at the most at this point of the day. I know we got some nice wicks down here, 36 too, or like all these wicks. To me, my number's on the 6,000s here. I think the ES has to break the 6,000s. We're going to try to just get some of our, whatchamacallit. Oh, damn it. It wouldn't stay down there. Like I said, guys, this is just 2 micros. At least run this wick. At least that wick there will just give us. Oh wait, never mind. My break evens. That wick. Damn it. I actually don't like where my freaking take profit is. Right below the freaking IBL. Damn it. And we hit right there on it too. Son of a B. I don't know if we get through the IBL here or the initial balance. I mean, I'm back to break even. So, I mean, that was kind of my opportunity to get out of here. But with 2 micros, I'm not going to stress it too bad. Like I said, as long as the ES can keep losing the 6,000, I think we're good. Well, that's why we're not going over leverage. We can't handle any more big losses today. So if we do take losses, they're going to be fairly small. Come on, ES. Give up the booty today. Hopefully ES can make a little run down here to like the 90s again. Maybe take out this wick. Yeah, I know. I hate that I didn't even think about where I entered that on that. I wish I'd entered a little sooner. I hate that I'm so close to the initial balance here. Because I know for a fact this could be a complete reversal. That's not good. All right. So that took about what, 40, 60, $70 off of that. What is it, 11:30? Yeah. How was your trading yesterday, Outer? Did you find any setups? Right now, that 6,000 is kind of a little magnet. One trade break even yesterday. Hey, break even's not a bad day if your setup didn't work. Uh-oh. I had a good day trading yesterday. This morning has sucked badly for my eval. The only thing I'm really green in today is my funded account. I took a funded account trade off stream today. Other than that, it's been a crappy day as far as evals go. Yeah, yesterday was a really good setup off yesterday's highs. Today really has not been any setups, honestly. Today has just been I think trade breakouts, and I think those burned me because I really wasn't waiting for us to like run a previous day high or low or anything. And I think that's what was getting me in trouble. Just like now, thinking that we're going to run those freaking data wick lows. That's what's got me in trouble all morning doing that instead of just waiting. The ES ran the yesterday's high, which was at the 16 levels up here. But today, no. It's been horrible today. I mean, we did have the one good almost 100-point move here because I got short up here at 830s. And it didn't quite hit the 100 points, but I think we only ended up with, what, 30, almost 60 points out of it. But it wasn't for a lot because we're using just, low micros at the moment. I feel like all the setups are going to come, or the volatility is going to be more after the lunch hour today, Outer. So like that 1-2 o'clock range. I'm just glad non-farm payroll week is over. Yeah, reason why I don't really have it on there because it takes forever for it to upload sometimes. I have a fair value gap indicator, but like I said, I just hate that whenever I change my charts, it just takes forever. Yeah, to like calculate to put the fair value gaps on there. And I move my charts quite a bit. So like if I touch one chart, I mean, you almost just need I need to just have it on one chart instead of all of them. Because I think that's where I've messed up in the past by having it on all of them. I don't think it's specifically ICT's fair value gaps. It's just a fair value gap indicator. So I don't know if there's like a specific indicator that has the ICT in it. The one play that I see that happens a lot is the opening range low to opening range high. Let's see. It's been so long since I've used it. I almost forgot where it's at. Oh, there it is. Yep. Yep, I have that one. Fair value gap 0031. Like I said, I don't like how long it takes to calculate it. I clicked on it, and now it's calculating. It's marking out all the fair value gaps. Damn, I can't do nothing. Oh, maybe. There it goes. Okay, maybe it works better on ticks than it does on minutes. So every time I've tried to use this indicator, I mean, it's not that it doesn't work, but like I said, it just takes forever to recalculate. Oh, I might have broke it. Oh my goodness. I think I crashed my ninja charts. Oh, shoot. Ah. All right, let me save it. I might have to. Everything's kind of frozen. I can't do nothing. Oh goodness. uh Hopefully I don't have to manually close my freaking charts because sometimes it'll erase my stuff. or erase my setups, and God, I don't want to mess with that again. Oh well, we'll just have to watch TradingView till it comes back. Okay, let me just shut it down and redo it. Yeah, it's not even shutting down. It's still taking. I probably didn't need to trade anyway. It's going into the lunch hour. We're only like 10 minutes away. Yeah, we have a decent PC. Our PC is fairly new. We just got it last year or earlier this year. Or last year. Yeah, last year. I think we have like 64 gigs of RAM. I think we have the Ryzen 7 and the board. Let me see. I can't remember what my board or the graphics card. I think the graphics card is like a 4670, if I'm not mistaken. I think graphics card is 4670. Yeah, I usually don't ever have no issues. Only time I have issues is what it is, I think, is because I have not updated my Ninja. No, it's not PC issues. What it is, I have not updated my Ninja. And because what happens when it updates, I get a bunch of errors because of those indicators I'm using. So I go back to the old before the update Ninja. So because I've had to delete everything on my Ninja before and reinstall it. And just because there are certain indicators I like to use, which I don't really use a lot of indicators. The main ones that I like to use is the ones that give me like the initial balance, open range low, the 50% mark of the day, and open it. Same vice versa for the upside. But I don't know if I'm gonna have to. Like, it won't close out. Right now it's just kind of stuck. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to probably shut my PC off to close it out. Probably better off if I'm gonna use a fair value gap indicator is to use it on TradingView. Let's see. Oh, I don't have the upgrade to use tick charts on TradingView. I was gonna see what the tick chart looks like on the. Oh, there it goes. It finally closed out. Come on, now it's not letting me. It must still be running somewhere because I'm getting that indicator like it's still running. Oh, there it goes. Blame Myth. Yeah, I sent him a text. He's probably taking a nap. He likes naps. I guess because he hadn't been sleeping good at night. The naps. Calculating. Man, I don't think we've taken any funded trades on our Apex this week. We've only been taking funded trades on Bulanox. It's still acting funny. Yeah, I don't blame you, Outer. I'm probably not gonna take any more trades and for the day either. Which I don't even know if I'll be able to anyway, because it looks like all my stuff is kind of still frozen here. They're like automatic trend lines put on your charts, rooms. I don't necessarily use the ones that are drawn out on the 1 minute. If you want to use higher time frames, maybe, but not the ones on the lower time frames. A lot of fake breakouts on the ones on the lower. So this would be your 5 minute one. See how you got it's like an automatic trend line. It just puts on there for you. Which I haven't really been looking at them as much lately, just because it just hasn't had many setups, just because of the price action we've had this week. So like this would have been a 5 minute breakout. This 5 minute may have been okay, but it's still pretty tough. So let's see, if you would have got short, just say here, what do we get? You would have had to sit in the red a little bit, about a 20-point pullback, and not quite 30 points. Well, yeah, you would have got 30 points out of that breakout. Oh, the red and green boxes. Those are order blocks rooms. I'm sorry, order blocks. I thought you meant the trend lines here. Yeah, these are just order blocks. Least per trading view order blocks. It's just a trading view indicator. Yeah. My Ninja's still not loading here, so it's still frozen. I guess it's gonna be one of those deals where I gotta let my charts just run for a while because they're just frozen at the moment. Either that or just reset my PC in a minute, which it is the 12 o'clock hour. What's that? Oh, what the? Oh no, it's all good, man. I really wasn't planning on probably taking any more trades today anyway. I try not to trade around the lunch hour. I usually don't have very good luck. Usually that's where I start losing my profit or just messing up deeper in a hole. Well, I've had it on my charts before. Usually it does okay if it's on one chart, but I'm not really sure what's going on today. Like, that's all I'm getting. I'm pretty sure if I just reset the PC and reset everything, it'll probably work okay. Yeah, mine's never done that great. I don't know if I have it going back too far. I think that's the issue. Like, like it'll do okay for like a day or two, but if you have it looking, 30 days and behind you, I think that's where it lags a lot more. I'm not sure how many days of fair value gaps that you look at on your chart. All right, guys, I guess I'm just going to call it a morning. Wait, oh, maybe. Let's see. No. Oh, yeah. See what I mean? I think I have too many days of fair value gaps room. I don't know how far it goes back. Yeah, see, loading fair value gaps. Yeah, that could also have something to do into with outer. Just because you got to think I have what Streamlabs up. I have a crap load of windows up. Then plus TradingView, plus all my ninja charts, camera, microphone. So there's a lot. YouTube, yeah, the YouTube stream. So I used to keep it on here. What would happen, rooms, anytime I'd move the chart or change something, I would get this. So that's when I just stopped putting them on there. I mean, it's not like we're doing anything right now. We're just kind of just chopping. I mean, it does look like we have a big bear flag possible breakout here, but might not get it until after the 1 o'clock hour. Well, that's working. No. Yeah, I can't even move it. Oh well. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to call it good for the morning shift or morning hours. I wasn't planning on taking any more trades anyway. Yeah, you too, Outer. Thank you guys for watching this morning. Like I said, it was a red day for the eval today. We got destroyed. A lot of 10-point losses because I was playing such a type stop loss and we were ranging pretty heavy today. I'm not really sure. I don't have nothing going on this evening, so I may try Power Hour because I haven't been streaming Power Hour this week. And the reason I haven't been doing that is because I would be green in the morning, and my luck, I'll come back and have bad trading for Power Hour because we're just not trading a lot of evals at the moment. Because most of all of our accounts are funded, and I really haven't been getting a lot of funded setups lately. And I try not to trade my funded accounts as much during non-farm payroll week because I usually don't have the bestest luck on non-farm payroll week. That non-farm payroll usually always causes me a few evals. All right, guys, we'll talk to you guys later or maybe later this evening. Thank you guys for watching today.